It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday night.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go, here in Baltimore. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Jackson now on second down. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. Throwing Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Now fair catch, he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the number 1 goal is to come out with a victory.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The home team's offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing 4th down. They're all set to punt this one away. It's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Patrick motioning here. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught, left side, it's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Goff to throw. And he'll take it on in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll motion over Flowers. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
In motion comes Andrews. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Bateman is the motion man. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On comes the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Lions who have the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now we're looking at third down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
A first down throw for Jackson. A throw left side, caught by Andrews. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2nd down, Jackson. That's into traffic, but taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. In motion comes Andrews. From the gun, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he will score. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this up past the 40. A pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Goff. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down. After a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Jackson looking to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. Third and 5. Throwing Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On play action, and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's the Lions punt team now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Reed that time. Good tight coverage, and he's able to get a hand on it.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. This is Henry. The Lions called their first timeout. Here's Jordan Stout now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. On 2nd down, Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
From that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Reynolds now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but It didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And that is no good. He missed it. And the score remains tied at 7.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead, and it just doesn't work out.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On the give, here's Henry. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. He is in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
This is just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back. And
oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came, and he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing here is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Hopkins sent in motion. 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. That's on the center, Tyler Linderbaum. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Third and long. Back to throw, Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, when you can give good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, you deliver the ball on time, there's a lot of room to operate.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he's in. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes Hill on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. Second and 7. In motion comes Andrews. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Jackson. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Lions will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
The Lions will punt this ball away. Important punt here in this tie game late. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. To the tight end, Likely. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Raven first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
Jackson looking to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Throwing Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll go play action with Goff. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run. It's Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Jackson now. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There is a flag backed by the kicker.
Foul.
It may very well give him new life.
Automatic first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
1st and 10. They're going to go right back to Henry. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. It's home, and he goes down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
On second down, it's Gibbs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front.
Ball start.
And third down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Here's Goff. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. 13. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
Holding. Offense.
The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. Here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. Now on 2nd and long. Again, it's Jackson. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. Fourth down coming up. Ravens bring their punt team out. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. That's a short one caught by Laporta. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, Detroit. Here's Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to win the game. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This one he's gotta have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.